Welcome to Shomach Shoma on the Daf Shir sponsor Nishma Hasar Be'ak Shalom Le'av Asitzchok. We're holding it with the Zara Daf Chof Aleph. The Gemara in Amud Aleph mentions that Surya is called Kibush Yachid, and brings the machlokes if Kibush Yachid is called a Kibush or not called a Kibush. What is Kibush Yachid? So we have over here a machlokes Rashi Tosis, at least the way Tosis presents it. Rashi says the Kibush Yachid, the definition of Kibush Yachid is that it was done individually, without Urim V'Turim and the Shishim Riboy. So Kibush Yachid means it was done individually without the Klal Yisrael as a whole. Tosis brings the name of the Sifri that the pshat is that it was not done in the right order. Because the right order would be to first of all conquer all Eretz Yisrael, and only after you conquer all Eretz Yisrael, then you go and you conquer other places. But you first have to conquer the Shiva Am that Kibush Baruch Hu told us to conquer. And the Lashon of the Sifri that brings the Tosis is that Kibush Baruch Hu told David HaMelech, you didn't conquer around your palace. And you're going to conquer out of Eretz Yisrael. So Tosis brings this two different explanations. Either because it's Kibush Yachid, he did it individually, not all Am Yisrael, or another pshat because he didn't do it in order. But the Rambam is mashra, he brings both pshatim. Because the Perek Aleph Michas Trumas Halacha Beis, he says that what does it mean Kibush Yachid? Is Yachid mi Yisrael or Mishpacho or Sheves Shaholchu v'Kovshu le'atzmon, something that they went and conquered on their own. So says the Rambam, that's not considered to be a Kibush, it's a Kibush Yachid, because they did it on their own. And Halacha Gimel, he says, what happened with our Rotzos, the David HaMelech was Koivish? He says not considered to be part of Eretz Yisrael completely. Why? Because he did it not in order. So then it will be part of Eretz Yisrael. So the Rambam seems to say both pshatim. And Mashra, they hold that both are true. And that's what the Ramban in the end of Parshas Eikev writes. Because the Lashon of the Ramban is, what is the issue of David HaMelech? He didn't do Urim V'Tumim, he didn't do Sanhedrin. That sounds like Rashi. But he says the Ramban, why? Meaning, because he didn't have Am Yisrael and Urim V'Tumim, it wasn't in the right order, that's why it's Kibush Yachid. So how do you put these two things together? So the Chasam Sofer really says it over here. He says, both pshat go together. Because if Am Yisrael comes together to conquer, even not in order, that's good enough. And if you conquer all Eretz Yisrael, one individual goes and conquers other things, that also is good enough. Why is that so? Because it's called Shlichus of Am Yisrael. So what David HaMelech did is called Kibush Yachid because a combination of both explanations. He did it on his own, not in order. If it would be in order, so it would not be considered to be on his own. If Am Yisrael would decide with Urim V'Tumim to do it early, it would also be fine. It's Kibush Yachid because of both reasons together. And that seems to be the sheet of the Rambam and the Ramban. Just to mention, there's a sefer called Admas Kodesh, which was a sefer referring to the Kedusha, different Kedushas of Eretz Yisrael. And there he comes to say the whole new pshat. He wants to say that what Kibush Yachid means, there was a Kibush that was not conquered in order to annex it to the land of Eretz Yisrael. It was conquered only to get taxes from there. And he says that's what it means Kibush Yachid, is Kibush Lichud. It's only conquering. It's not becoming part of Eretz Yisrael. It's without Yerusha v'Yeshiva. It's only Kibush. Meaning he's taking it for tax purposes only. So according to this understanding, and we don't find that we shouldn't say that, but according to this understanding, David HaMelech himself did not conquer this part of Eretz Yisrael to become part of Eretz Yisrael. And that's why it's considered to be, it doesn't have the same Kedusha of Eretz Yisrael. But just to point out, that we see over here something which doesn't have the full Kedusha of Eretz Yisrael. And this connects to the Arizah that we mentioned many times. The Arizah brings that every Kedusha that you have, and something which is not Kadosh, there's always something in between. There's always a middle part. Between every day, you have a ben hashmoshes, between one day and another. Between the four elements of the Brio, you have doimim, tzumeach, chai, medaber. So between doimim and tzumeach, we have something called the almoigim, the corral. Between chai and medaber, you have a monkey. We always mention the Sasemes that says between a Yid and not a Yid is called an Odom, a Goy is not an Odom. In between you have Yishmael, which are a Peri-Odom. So here you have the Kedusha of Eretz Yisrael. You have Chutzah, which doesn't have Kedusha. You have something in between, which is Surya, which is a little bit of Kedusha. Something in between, as everything else in the Bria, that has in between different milas. Anyone who wants to join Shomach Shova email list to WhatsApp group, please email shomachshova@gmail.com.